Hari Om children, Namaste to all. Welcome to today's Sanskriti session. This is something new is going to introduce, that is Samskritam. That we will see in the last. Before that, let us start the session as usual with the prayers. Vinisha will repeat after me.
Okay.
Om Vakratunda Mahakaya
Om Vakratunda Mahakaya
Suryakoti Samaprabha
Suryakoti Samaprabha
Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva
Nirvigyam Kuru Me Deva
Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Saraswati Namastubhyam
Saraswati Namastubhyam
Varade Kamarupini
Varade Kamarupini
Vidyarambam Karishyami
Vidyarambam Karishyame
Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada
Siddhir me sada
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu
Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu
Guru Devo Maheshwaraha
Guru Devo Mare Maheshwaraha
Guru Sakshat Param Brahma
Guru Sasha Parabrahma
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Thank you, Vinisha. Vinisha, did you chant last week? Ganashtakam, Gananaya Kashtakam. Did you chant? Did you repeat after me? No. Okay, so we will chant Gananaya Kashtakam. I have started last week for the juniors. Let us repeat. You may repeat after me. Okay? Ekadandam Mahakayam
Ekadantam Mahakayam
Tapta Kanchana Sannibham
Datta Kanchanam Samdivam
Lambodaram Vishalaksham
Nambodaram Vishalaksham
Vandeham Gananayakam.
Vandeham Gananayakam.
Once more. Ekadandam Mahakayam
Ekadantam Mahakayam
Tapta Kanchana Sannibham
Datta Kanchanam Samdivam
Lambodaram Vishalaksham
Dambodaram Vishalaksham
Vandeham Gananayakam.
Vandeham Gananayakam.
Thank you, Vinisha. One more child can repeat the same sloka. Who is going to volunteer? Those who have not chanted last week. Juniors?
Rakshita.
Rakshita. Okay. Ready? Rakshita?
Yes, Amma.
No. Ekadantam Mahakayam
Ekadantam Mahakayam
Tapta Kanchana Sannibham
Tapta Kanchana Sambibam
Sannibham
Sannibham
Lambodaram Vishalaksham
Lambodara Vishalaksham
Vandeham Gananayakam.
Vandeham Gananayakam.
Once more. Ekadandam Mahakayam
Ekadantam Mahakayam
Tapta Kanchana Sannibham
Tapta Kanchana Sannibham
Lambodaram Vishalaksham
Lambodaram Vishalaksham
Vandeham Gananayakam.
Vandeham Gananayakam.
Thank you. Any other child who has not chanted last week? Juniors?
Adya.
Adya. Adya, can you repeat? Okay. You didn't chant last week? Okay. I am not able to hear.
No, Amma, I did not chant.
Okay. Ekadandam Mahakayam
एकदन्तं महाकायं
तप्तकाञ्चनसन्निभम्
काञ्चनसन्निभं
लम्बोदरं विशालाक्षं
लम्बोदरं विशालाक्षं
वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्.
वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्.
Once more. एकदन्तं महाकायं
एकदन्तं महाकायं
तप्तकाञ्चनसन्निभम्
तप्तकाञ्चनसन्निभं
लम्बोदरं विशालाक्षं
लम्बोदरं विशालाक्षं
वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्.
वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्.
Thank you. Now we will move on to the seniors Gita Dhyanam. We have taken 3 slokas. Anybody who has not chanted the first 3 slokas from senior students, please let me know. Otherwise, we will proceed to the next 4th sloka. Anybody who wants to chant first 3 slokas? Gita Dhyanam. No? No volunteers? Then we will go to 4th sloka. Virat.
Om Shri Guru Namaha.
Yeah. Now you can chant 4th sloka. Okay. First 3 slokas are over. 4th, 5th and 6th we will chant today. Sarvopanishado gavaha.
Sarvopanishadgavaha.
Sarvopanishado
Sarvopanishado
gavaha.
Gavaha.
Dogda gopalanandanaha.
Dogda Gopalanandanaha.
Partho vatsa.
Partho Vatsa.
Sudhir bhokta.
Sudhir Bhakta.
Dugdam Gitamritam Mahate.
Duktam Gitamritamrataha.
Gitamritam Mahate.
Gitamrita Mahat.
Once more. Sarvopanishado Gavaha.
Sarvopanishado Gavaha.
Dogda Gopalanandanaha.
Dogda Gopalanandanaha.
Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta.
Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhakta.
Dugdam Gitamritam Mahate.
Duktam Gitamrita Mahat.
Next one. Vasudeva Sudam Devam.
Vasudeva Vasutam Devam.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam.
Kansa Chanuramardanam.
Kamsa Chanuramardanam.
Devaki Paramanandam.
Devaki Paramanandam.
Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam.
Kamsa Chanuramardanam.
Kamsa Chanuramardanam.
Devaki Paramanandam.
Devaki Paramanandam.
Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.
Next sloka. Bhishmadrona Tata.
Bhishma Drona Tata.
Jayadratha Jala.
Jaya Dradajala.
Gandharani Lotpala.
Gandharani Lopala.
Shalyagrahavati.
Salya Gravatati.
Grahavati.
Grahavati.
Kripena Vahani.
कृपेण वहनी
कर्णेन वेलाकुला
कर्णेन वेलाकुला
अश्वत्थाम
अश्वत्थाम
विकर्णघोरमकरा
विकर्णघोरमकरा
दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
दुर्योधनवर्तिनी
सोत्तीर्णा खलु
सोतीर्णा खलु
पाण्डवैरणनदी
पाण्डवैर्नवदी
रणनदी
रणनदी
कैवर्तकः केशव
कैवर्तक केशव
once more भीष्मद्रोणतटा
भीष्मद्रोणतटा
जयद्रथजला
जयद्रथजला
गान्धारनीलोत्पला
गान्धारनीलोत्पला
शल्यग्राहवती
शल्यग्रावहती
ग्राहवती
ग्राहवती
कृपेण वहनी
कृपेण वहनी
कर्णेन वेलाकुला
कर्णेन वेलाकुला
अश्वत्थाम विकर्ण
अश्वत्थाम विकर्ण
घोरमकरा
घोरमकरा
दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
सोत्तीर्णा खलु
सोतीर्णा खलु
पाण्डवैरणनदी
पाण्डवैर्नववरदी
रणनदी
रणनदी
कैवर्तकः केशवः
कैवर्तः केशव
Thank you, Virat. One more child. Vishruta, can you repeat?
Yes, Amma.
Okay. The other children can repeat in their muted place. Okay. Those who have not got chance this week, next week you can chant. सर्वोपनिषदो गावः
सर्वोपनिषदो गावः
दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः
दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः
पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता
पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता
दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्
दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्
सर्वोपनिषदो गावः
सर्वोपनिषदो गावः
दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः
दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः
पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता
पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता
दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्
दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्
नेक्स्ट श्लोका वसुदेवसुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्
नेक्स्ट श्लोका भीष्मद्रोणतटा
भीष्मद्रोणतथा
जयद्रथजला
जयद्रथजला
गान्धारनीलोत्पला
गान्धारनीलोत्पला
शल्यग्राहवती
शल्यग्राहवती
कृपेण वहनी
कृपेण वहनी
कर्णेन वेलाकुला
कर्णेन वेलाकुला
अश्वत्थामविकर्ण
अश्वत्थामविकर्ण
घोरमकरा
घोरमकरा
दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
सोत्तीर्णा खलु
ज्योतिर्ना खलु
पाण्डवैरणनदी
पाण्डवेन नदी
रणनदी
रणनदी
कैवर्तकः केशवः
कैवर्तकः केशव
once more भीष्मद्रोणतटा
भीष्मद्रोणतटा
जयद्रथजला
जयद्रथजला
गान्धारनीलोत्पला
गान्धारिनीलोत्पला
शल्यग्राहवती
शल्यग्राहवती
कृपेण वहनी
कृपेण वहनी
कर्णेन वेलाकुला
कर्णेन वेलाकुला
अश्वत्थामविकर्ण
अश्वत्थामविकर्ण
घोरमकरा
घोरमकरा
दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
सोत्तीर्णा खलु
सोत्तीर्णा खलु
पाण्डवैरणनदी
पाण्डवेन नदी
रणनदी
पाण्डवेन नदी
कैवर्तकः केशवः
कैवर्तकः केशवः.
Thank you, Shrita. Rest other children can chant next week. Thank you. Over to Sudama.
Namaste, all children. Last week we talked about time management and all that. We are going to continue with more stories and presentation. First of all, Nitika is going to tell a story. Over to Nitika.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today I am going to tell a story about time management. Once, in a kingdom, there was a lazy man who was friends with the king. One day, the king asked the man, "Why don't you go earn some money and get a job?" The man replied, "But no one will hire me." The king knew that many people would hire the man, but just out of laziness, the man would not do it. He said, "Well, since no one will hire you, by sunset today, you may go to my palace, enter the treasury, and take as much gold and gems as you wish." The man happily agreed and ran home to tell his wife. His wife said, "Take these bags, go, get the gold and gems now before it is too late." He said, "No, I will not go now. First, give me lunch. I'm hungry. Then I will sleep and go." She agreed, but she knew that something was going to go wrong. So he ate and he slept for an hour, and he got up again, took the bag, and made his way to the palace. On the way, he felt very hot and tired, so he fell under a tree and fell asleep. For 4 hours, he rested under the tree. And when he woke up and made his way to the palace, it was already too late. It was sunset, and the palace gates had been closed. The deal was done. He had lost his golden opportunity because he could not manage his time properly. The moral of the story is you should manage your time wisely so you will get to reap the good results you get from your management. Dhanyavad.
Very nice, Nitika. You narrated well. So you see, just by sleeping and by being lazy, how that man lost all the wealth. Can you relate this to some other story where by sleeping?
Am I connected, Hania?
Yes,
Tanya.
okay, before I could finish the
Rabbit
question.
and tortoise. Rabbit and tortoise.
Hare and tortoise. Okay. Who is ready to narrate that story? Hare and the tortoise?
It's the story you've been hearing, right from
You
your
all know that.
kindergartens.
I don't think anybody is there who
Can
doesn't know.
can Hania narrate it shortly for us?
Yes, Amma.
Mhm. Yeah, go ahead.
Once upon a time, there lived a hare and the tortoise. The hare asked tortoise to keep a race, to keep a race. So tortoise also said okay. So they started the race. After some time, the rabbit went fast. So it slept. The rabbit went fast. So it slept under the tree for some hours because it was thinking this tortoise is very lazy, so it comes slow. We will only win the race, so it starts sleeping. After some time, the tortoise slowly crossed the tree, and it won. Lastly, finally, it won because the rabbit slept. Due to this, it did not won because it did not own. So this shows that we should not be lazy and we should be managing our time.
Very good. So here you are, I don't have to repeat the story. You all know the hare lost the race because it was sleeping. So what are the mistakes committed by the rabbit? Who can tell? What were the
Lazy.
mistakes?
Amma,
What?
this is Hasini.
Hasina.
Okay, Hasini.
Amma, it was, it was very proud of itself, and it also had laziness, and it was delaying the work.
Yes, it was overconfident. You should not be you should be confident, but you should not be overconfident. Number one. Number two, it underestimated. It thought the tortoise can never win the race. So you should not underestimate your opponent. It did not plan well. There was no time management done by it, and it was too. It was in a hurry. It went so fast in the beginning, and then it slipped off. That is also not good. And what were the good points that the tortoise followed? How it was able to win? Who can tell that?
Amma,
this
it
is
was
How the
Nitika.
tortoise?
practicing. It was
Why?
practicing.
G. Vaishnavi.
It was practicing and believing in itself continuously throughout the game.
Yes, it was steady, slow and steady. Slow was nature. I won't say being slow is a good point. That was nature of tortoise. Steady, that steadiness, consistent approach. It had planned well, so it was determined to reach its goal. It didn't take any break or stopped in between. That is how the tortoise was able to win. Now,
So this story we all know. Okay, it's a common story we all heard. You all know the moral of the story, but there is a twist to this story. Okay, so what happened next? Okay, now the rabbit realized its mistake. It is like, oh my god, how could the tortoise win? So it said, no, no, let us do one more race. No, once again, let's go for a race. And again, they prepared. And this time, what happened? The rabbit realized its mistake, and it was consistent and it won the race. Okay, so from this episode, so when the rabbit was not lazy, did not stop in between, naturally rabbit won the race. So what are the things that we can learn from this?
from this, what is the moral? Now, the second time,
We
the
should not
rabbit
be
didn't stop.
overconfident and lazy.
Who
We
is
should
saying?
not be overconfident.
Can I say
Amma,
something?
this is Nitika.
Not overconfident.
Nitika,
Okay.
Nitika, after that V Vaishnavi. Yeah.
We should learn from our mistakes, take the moral, and apply it for the next.
Exactly.
Yes, it has learned from its mistake. We Vaishnavi, anything you have to say?
Amma, I prepared to say the same word.
Okay.
Okay.
See, one more thing. There is a proverb, slow and steady wins the race. Only those who are fast can win the race. Though, in spite of being slow, the tortoise was able to win in the first case because the hare slept off. Otherwise, it could not have won. So you should always try to see when you can do something fast. Why should you be slow? Oh, slowly I'll study for 1 hour, only one chapter. Then you will not achieve. So only those who are fast and steady. In the first case, rabbit was fast but not steady. So if you are fast and steady, then only you can win
So
the
by
race.
fast here, it also means to the best of your ability,
Ability.
not just the speed, to the best of your ability, right?
Put in your best effort, then only you can win. And you have to learn from the mistakes also. So
And
when
yeah. So also, but see here, what the second time rabbit was happy because this time it ran very fast. It was very again proud of itself that it. But is it always okay to have a competition with a weaker thing? Because in that case, then you will be setting a very low standard and you'll never, strive to improve. So it's also important that we have to set a standard higher so that we can also learn in the process and improve our capabilities.
the goal should be set according to your strength.
Okay. Now the story again doesn't end here. Okay. So this time the tortoise thinks, okay, the tortoise now learns from its mistakes. It says, okay, fine. But the competition was never equal. So the tortoise thinks, okay, it goes back to the rabbit and says, now let us change the route. Okay. Because last time you said the route. This time let's change the route and then see who wins. Okay. So then what does it choose? It chooses some land, and after that there is a river to be crossed, and after the river there is the milestone where they need to reach. Now again they start the race. Initially the rabbit is fast. It runs fast, and then it reaches the river, and now it is stuck. It doesn't know how to cross the river. And the tortoise comes very slow. It reaches, after a long time it reaches the river, but in the river tortoise can cross the river. It crosses. Since rabbit was stuck on the other side of the bank, it could never cross the river, and this time who wins? The tortoise wins. Okay.
So what do you learn from this part of the story? What is the lesson? Moral? Anybody? How did the tortoise manage to win this time?
Amma, he used his sense and then understood the weakness of his enemy and the strength of his self.
Yes, by understanding the weakness, or in other words, by knowing your strength. You should concentrate on that aspect where you are strong. Suppose you want to improve your overall percentage in the class, you want to do better than your friend. Suppose you are good at maths, you concentrate on maths, try to get centum in maths, whatever is your strength, then you can easily improve your score. Not only in studies, in skill also. You must always choose that skill where you are good at. See, Sachin Tendulkar was good at cricket. He daily was practicing for 12 hours. He became a very famous cricketer. If he had chosen music as his field, he would not have become famous. So you should always know where your strength lies. Accordingly, you should work. And you should also notice in all the three cases, neither the hare nor the tortoise, they didn't give up. They were again and again planning different routes. After losing, you should not, oh, I have lost, and you should be worrying about that. They found out different ways of winning. That determination is needed. You may fail in some attempt, but you should not give up. That is the moral you are getting from the third part.
And we have one more further extension to this story. Now over this period of time, after competing with each other, both rabbit and tortoise, now they became friends. Okay. And both of them want to reach the milestone because they don't want to give up, and they want to reach the milestone, both of them. So what do now? They again they start the race. And what does the rabbit do? It carries the tortoise on its back on the land, and as soon as they reach the river, the tortoise carries rabbit on its back, and then on both of them help each other and achieve the target, or they reach the milestone. So what does this episode teach?
Amma, this is
Can
Hasini.
I tell V Vaishnavi?
Hasini, after that V Vaishnavi. Yeah.
Amma, we should do teamwork to achieve any goal.
Exactly, teamwork. And V Vaishnavi, it's okay. Even if it's the same thing, you can tell in your own words. You want what did you want to say, V Vaishnavi?
I was saying that we should be united to achieve the milestone.
Very good.
In the class also, see, if you are good at maths, your friend is good at science. So you can help each other as a teamwork. You can teach her, clear her doubts and help her, and she can help you with science. Like the teamwork. See, winning is not important. See, always, of course, competitive spirit should be there. But winning should not be the only goal. Teamwork, cooperation, caring for others, everything is important.
See, in this particular case, both of them, in the previous 3 cases, they were focusing on competing with each other and achieving first. But in this case, they were concentrating on the milestone itself, about what they wanted to achieve. So one helped the other over each other's weakness. They worked together as a team, and thus they were able to achieve success.
Like that with your friends,
Amma,
with your
teamwork makes the
as
dream work.
yes,
Yes, Hania?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes.
you can always win if you do work as a team. Okay, today that's all about this
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, but any other situation, if you can think of, you put it on the group, okay?
You
But
can-
there is also one more thing, okay? As we said, it is also the journey that is more important rather than the enjoying the journey of learning rather than reaching the milestone itself. Enjoying the journey itself is important. So, this question, right? Is there any other situation to the story? Because
Now
we
itself,
saw.
if we talk us to you, anyone can tell. Can there be a 50%?
Amma, can
Yes,
I
honey.
Amma, an exam also, an exam if we start to study, it will be like this, Amma. We should have race with who's not, we should have race with who's getting higher marks.
That's right. But yeah, so
Yeah.
here I want the answer as to either we saw 4 versions of the tortoise and hare story. So if you can think of another version or another extension to the story, you can come up with it. Think it over. If not immediately, you can share with us later also.
Yes.
Okay. Now we move on to the next interesting
I
section.
hand over to Uma ma'am. Today we are starting Sanskritam part.
Amma,
Uma,
can I give a twist?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, Virat.
Yes.
Maybe the tortoise could have taught the hare on how to swim, and the hare could have taught the tortoise on how to run faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mutual help. Good, good, good. Very good. That is also possible. Okay. Now, Uma ma'am is going to teach you some Sanskritam. Okay.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram to my Guru. Harihi Om. Namaste, children. Samskrita Vargaya Sarve Swagatam. Vayam Kinchit Sarala Samskritam Pashyamaha va. Saralaha means Sulabham. Samya Kritam Samskritam. It means well done. Jayamantram. Samskrita Jayamantram. Pathami Samskritam Nityam. Vadami Samskritam Sada. Dhyayami Samskritam Samyak. Vande Samskrita Mataram. Vande Samskrita Mataram. We can see the meaning of the verses. Patami Samskritam Nityam. I read Sanskrit every day. Vadami Samskritam Sada. I speak Sanskrit always. Dhyayami Samskritam Samyak. I always think about Sanskrit in a good manner. Vande Samskrita Mataram. I salute Sanskrit, Mother Goddess Saraswati, for improve my knowledge, music, art, speech, wisdom, and learning. Now we can see why we learn Sanskritam. Pashyamahva. Long ago, Sanskrit was a spoken language. It is a Devabhasha, Mathura Bhasha api. Sanskrit is a mother of all Indian languages. Sanskrit is the key to our culture. In due course, Sanskrit will regain its rightful status in our lives. Sanskrit is a compulsory language in many states, and in some it is optional at the primary middle schools levels. If parents speak Sanskrit at home, their children pick it up quite naturally. So how we make our homes Sanskrit homes? When we start learning Sanskrit at home, we can express easily in the same language. So Sanskrit learning can begin at home at the first stage. Goddess Saraswati shines wherever Sanskrit words are echoed. The words come and go bring thrill when we say agachatu, gachatu. We can feel the presence of the divinity in these words. If you make a beginning with 1 or 2 words and continue without break, your home turns to a Sanskrit home. Let us all learn simple Sanskrit now. Lagu lagu vakyani Samskritena vayam pashyamaha vadamaha. For example, we'll get up in the morning, you please tell Suprabhadam to your parents, sisters, brothers, and friends instead of good morning. Any relations or friends, guests will come to your house. You can say Swagadam, Dhairyena vadatu. You can speak strongly in Sanskrit. Next, Bhavan agachatu. Bhavan agachatu, upavishatu. Please, you come and sit. If any female will come, Bhavati agachatu. Upavishatu. Iti uktavyam. You can tell like this, if female will come. Bhavan chayam pipati va. Bhavan kapi pipati va. Coffee pipati va. Bhavan jalam pipati va. Iti you can tell to Atiti. We can ask them easily. This is called Atiti Upasana. Now we can see the weekly days. Name of the weekly days. Vasaraha Nama. Monday, Soma Vasaraha. Tuesday, Mangala Vasaraha. Wednesday, Buddha Vasaraha. Thursday, Guru Vasaraha. Friday, Shukra Vasaraha. Saturday, Shani Vasaraha. Sunday, Ravi Vasaraha. I think you know very well about this basic Sanskrit. Let us know, we learned the numbers. Sankhyaha. 1 to 10. I will show this book in the book. 1. Ekam. Ekam. All can see, no, this book. Ekam. Dve. 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 Second. 2. Third one. Trini. Trini. Fourth. Chatvari. Chatvari. 5. Pancha. Pancha. 6. Shad. Shad. I can share in the group also, please.
Uma ma'am, do you want any child to repeat after you once you say the number?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. V. Vaishnavi or Vishruta, Samrita.
V. Vaishnavi, can you repeat after ma'am?
Yes, Amma.
Yes. 7. Sapta.
Sapta.
Sapta. 8. Ashta.
Ashta.
Ashta. 9. Nava.
Nava.
10. Dasha.
Dasha.
Dasha. Very good. Samyak. Now we can see that.
Can you make one of them repeat?
Yes, yes, yes.
Vishruta, can you repeat the days again? Ma'am will say the days. You please repeat.
Yes, ma'am. Vishruta, come. One. Ekam. In Sanskrit. Ekam. Very good. 2. Dve. 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 3. Trini.
Trini.
Trini. Very good. Samyak. 4. Chatwari. Chatwari.
Chatvari.
Very good. 5. Pancha.
Pancha.
Pancha. Very good. 6. Shad.
Shat.
Shad. Very good. 7. Sapta.
Sapta.
8. Ashta.
Ashta.
9. Nava.
Nava.
10. Dasha.
Dasha.
Very good. Now we can learn Eka Geetam. Samrita, you can follow me. Can you follow me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Amba amba agacha. Amba amba agacha.
Amba amba agacha.
Anaya anaya ambrapalam.
Anaya anaya amprapalam.
Ishtam ishtam idam palam.
Ishtam ishtam idam palam.
Ishvaraya arpaitum.
Ishvaraya arpaitam.
Very good. Samyak. Samichin.
One more.
Once more.
Yeah, once
Amma,
more.
you can make somebody else also repeat the same song.
Yes.
Any child juniors want to repeat? This is a beautiful Sanskrit rhyme you can learn. Junior Vedantis.
Junior. Junior.
Mama, I want to do. Mama,
Mother
I
tongue.
want to. Mama, I can repeat.
Okay, yeah, we will do once Junior Vedant and then Vinisha. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Mama.
Who is ready to tell? Ma?
Mummy.
Junior Vedant. Yeah.
Junior. Very good. Amba amba agacha.
Amba amba agacha.
Do it with action. Amba amba agacha.
Amba amba agacha.
Anaya anaya ambrapalam.
Anaya anaya ambrapal.
Ambrapalam.
Ambrapal.
Ambrapalam. Phalam. Ambrapalam.
Ambrapalam.
Very good. Ishtam ishtam idam palam.
Ishtam ishtam ishtagam.
Idam palam.
Idam palam.
Ishvaraya arpaitum.
Ishvara aparam.
Ishvaraya
Ishvaraya
arpaitum.
apramtum.
Very good. Very good. Samichin.
Amma
Vinisha.
Manusri.
Oh, Manishri.
Okay,
Manishri. Amba amba agacha.
Amba amba agacha.
Do action now. Action. Amba amba agacha.
Amba amba agacha.
Anaya anaya ambrapalam.
Anaya
Ambrapalam. Ishtam ishtam idam palam.
Ishtam vishtam gigaparam.
Very good. Ishvaraya arpaitum.
Ishvaraya aprantum.
Very good, very good, very good. Samichin. Samichin. Next one. We can learn the fruits. Fruits. Nam. Phalani. Phalani. Kadali phalam. Kadali phalam. Banana. Kadali phalam. Banana. Sevam. Sevam. Apple. Apple.
Make somebody to repeat, no? Make
Yes,
somebody to repeat.
yes, ma'am.
Sai Nishant or Virat.
Sai Nishant.
Yes, Amma.
Can you follow me?
Amma.
Yeah, okay. Kadali phalam.
Kadali phalam.
Banana.
Banana. You can't.
Sevam.
Sevam.
Pomegranate. Sorry, apple. Apple.
Apple.
Apple.
Apple.
Draksha.
Draksha.
Grapes.
Grapes.
Ambram. Ambram. Nishant, Sai Nishant. Are you there? Ambram.
Okay.
Hasini, you can tell, no? You can follow me.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
follow me? Come
Yes,
on.
ma'am.
Ambram.
Ambram.
Mango.
Mango.
Dodi Maha. Dodi Maha.
Dodi Maha.
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
Kalingam.
Kalingam.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Kalingam.
Kalingam.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Sita Phalam.
Sithapalam.
Sita Phalam.
Sithapalam.
That is Sita fruit. Next one is Bijapuram.
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 Orange.
Orange.
Next, Panasapalam.
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 Jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
Next, Madhukarkadi.
Madhukarkati.
Madhukarkadi.
Madhukarkati.
Pears.
Pears.
Very good. Very good. Samiji. Next.
Amma, my bad charging went off, so I couldn't attend.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
you can tell now. Nisha, you
Okay.
can follow. Can you follow? Come on.
Ah.
These are swara. 1 minute. That is more important one. 1 minute. Varnanam samukhah varnamala. Nishant,
Yes, Amma.
can you follow me? Varnanam samukhah varnamala.
Varanana Samugaha Varnamala.
Varnamala. That
Varnamala.
is Varnamala. Varnaha.
Varanaha.
Varnaha. Swaraha. Vyanjanani.
Swaraha Vyanjanani.
Both types are Varnamala. Swaraha.
Swaraha
Vyanjanani.
Vyanjanani.
Very good. Vyanjana. Swaraha. Swayam. Rajante iti swaraha. Swayam.
Rajante iti swara.
Swaraha. Swayam.
Swayam
Rajante
Rajante
iti swaraha.
iti swaraha.
Vyanjanani. Vyanjante.
Vyanjante
Ebiriti.
Ebiriti
Vyanjanani.
Vyanjanani.
Vyanjanani. Very good. Now, swaraha. We can see swaraha. What are all?
1 minute. Shall we do this next week? Because only 10 minutes left. Hema story.
Okay.
You can continue in next week, I think.
Yes, yes. Dhanyavadaha. Atra sthagayam. Thank you, ma'am.
All can practice all the names of fruits. 1, 2, 3, everything. You have to repeat next week. Ma'am will put it in the group. All of you learn.
Yes. Next week also, I will repeat that. Okay. This is the first class, so I will repeat it next class.
Dhanyavadaha, Uma madam. Uma guru, you're a guru, Sanskrit guru now for all of us, for me also. So thank you for that. So children, I had planned a story for you for Shivratri, but due to some foreign issues, I could not tell you that. So I thought in the remaining 10 minutes, I will share the story with you. Okay, fine? Okay, so let me go to the slideshow. Okay, so now this is a story of true devotion and the power of faith. You know, we all, say that we are devoted to God, but to what extent? And do we really have that mental capacity to give that amount of devotion to God is what we are going to see in this movie. Story of Pusala Nayanar, a great person. Okay. Now, who was he? He was a devoted follower of Lord Shiva. Okay. And he was poor in wealth, of course, like most of these learned people were, but he was very rich in devotion to the God, to Lord Shiva. Okay. So one day, he gets this feeling that I want to build a temple for Lord Shiva. Because Lord Shiva is his Ishta Devata. He really loves, and his entire life has been given in the feet of Lord Shiva. But this thought comes, but he knows I don't have any money. I don't have money to buy a single brick. How will I build an entire temple? So what he says, instead, I will build it in my mind. So he sits for meditation every day, and in his mind, he is the architect, he is the interior designer, he is the mason who is building the entire temple brick by brick. So every day he sits and he starts building it. It's his own mind temple. Okay. So the foundation, a brick by brick, he lays it in his mind, sitting with complete, surrender to Lord Shiva. And he says, this is a temple I'm building for you, my Lord. And slowly it starts building. It comes to a level where it is almost complete. And last, they will do the puja to open the temple, the consecration. That has to be done. At the same time, but there was a very wealthy king. The king, Rajasimha Pallava. And he also was building a grand Shiva temple in Kanjipuram. And he also had almost finished it. And that, the final prayers, the consecration had to be done. The temple had to be open to the public. And, all the whole thing had to become sanctified and opened. King was very happy that my temple will be one of the best temples in this entire area. That night, he gets a dream. The king also was a devotee of Shiva, no doubt. So Shiva comes to him in this dream and he tells him that, yes, your temple has to start, it has to open, it has to be consecrated. But I have another temple which I have to go and visit in I'm not able to pronounce this, Tiruvannavur. Okay. So then he's, Lakshmi ma'am?
Tirunindravur.
Tiruvindravur. Thank you. So Tiruvindravur, I have to go there and I have to attend that temple's function. The king gets up from the sleep and he says, what is this temple? I've never heard of it. Nobody told me a building is being built. So what he says, okay, I will go there and I will find out. He takes his people on his chariot, he goes there. Once he goes there, he sees there's nothing. There's just an ashram, a humble ashram of a saint, and one person is sitting in deep meditation, nothing all over. So he goes and he bows down to this person. He knows he's a great saint. He bows down and he says, I heard that there's a temple over here. Lord Shiva came in my dream, but I cannot see anything here. Where is the temple? Oh, great man, can you please guide me? This great Nayanar, he reveals, he says that, oh, that temple is not existing in the external world. It exists in my mind. I have built it in my mind as my devotion to Lord Shiva. I do not have the money to physically build a temple, so I have mentally built it brick by brick. He knows every dimension, every design, every carving is there like an architect in his mind, and the temple is complete. The king was extremely moved by the devotion and the faith shown by this great saint. He falls at his feet and says, please tell me the design. And he inspired by devotion, in that same place, he built a temple. And the temple was from the heart of this particular saint. So it was the Hridaya Ishwar, from the heart, or from the mind also, you can say both. It was either the heart or the mind, both are connected. So it is from the heart's devotion and created in the mind. The temple of the heart, which was then brought physically outside from the mental world to the external world. And the king also helped, because he was a rich man, he helped to build this temple also. So what do we learn from this story? We learn that true devotion does not require wealth. We have seen in Gita also, not just one leaf, one flower, one spoon of water is enough to make the Lord happy. So it is not necessary that we have to have a lot, if we have and you're spending, well and good. If you don't have also, whatever you give with faith and sincerity, God will accept it very, very gladly. So a pure heart is the greatest temple for God. So ultimately, this is what is it. You may not be physically fit, you have become old, you're 80 years old, you cannot go to the Kumbh Mela, you cannot go to any Vaishnav Devi. Doesn't matter. They can be created in your own heart. You're a school student, you cannot go everywhere you want, but that can be created in your own mind, in your heart. And Shiva, we call him Bholenath, no? He gets very easily pleased. So in the north, they call him Bholenath, very simple and very pure-hearted person. So he values love and devotion over material offerings. Okay, that the love, that one Om Namah Shivaya that you say with devotion, it'll make him happy. Okay, so that is what is the learning of the story. So it teaches us that pure devotion reaches God even if it is built within the heart. Okay, so we also should take inspiration from this, and we can know that if we are in a situation where we cannot go to God, God is in us, and we can be devoted to him in our own place. Ghar hi mandir hai, man hi mandir hai, they say in Hindi. That is very, very true over here. Okay, so there is no quiz time as we are running short of time. So thank you all, and Lakshmi ma'am will give the closing prayers. You're mute, ma'am. You're mute. Lakshmi ma'am, you're mute.
Om, children. So we had a very beautiful stories today, 2-3 stories, and also Uma ma'am has taught you Sanskritam. It is very interesting, no? So learn all of you. Ma'am will put it in the group. Learn everything. Whatever she taught today, learn everything. Next week she will be again repeating and asking you also. You can say the answers also. Okay? It is a very good opportunity to learn Sanskritam. All of you must learn Sanskritam as you are all Sanskriti students. Okay? So let us close. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamason Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om Amma.